Guys doing right now? We're going to get into a karmic reading today. Just see what's going on in Karmicville. All right, let me adjust the settings real quick. Okay, there we go. All right, so Spirit, can you please guide and direct me right now with these cards to show me what is actually going on in Karmicville? What's happening to this karmic right now? What are they thinking, feeling, experiencing, seeing, and what's going to happen? Hello, Spiral Skies Paradise. Good to see you. Hi, Peaches. Hi, Doja. So good to see you all. Karmicville, Karmicville, Karmicville. Karmicville. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have in the spotlight, looking for attention. All right. I'm channeling the number 3 here, so there's something growing, changing, evolving. Something's in the works, if you will. What's happening in Karmicville, Spirit? Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. So something brand new is happening for them. It just feels new. It's a seed, it's a thought, it's an idea. Something is evolving. All right, something's evolving. What's evolving, Spirit? What's evolving in Karmicville? What do you see happening there? What's happening in Karmicville? Spirit, please guide and direct me with the cards. All right, bottom of the deck here is the void. All right, so we got in the spotlight, we've got the void. All right, let's see what their partner is telling them. What is their partner telling them around this time in Karmicville? Oh boy. Okay, well, some of these cards just are not going to go back in. Okay, sorry about that. Bottom of the deck, I'm terrified of losing you due to my inability to be vulnerable. All right. So we have a lack of authenticity. We definitely feel there's worry that there's something that could be lost here. I think what's in the spotlight is there's a lack of something, honestly. These two cards are speaking the loudest to me. What's in the spotlight, what's got my attention, and this looks like a broken heart, is the void that I feel in my life. I want a new beginning, a fresh new start. I would like a happy marriage and a commitment. I want to celebrate. I want to be happy in life. So the karmics are really like, I just want to be happy. I want to have a good marriage, a good relationship. But I feel like we're losing things because we're not being real with one another. I'm terrified that we're going to lose this because we're really just not opening up. We got love line revived. If I could stay, I would. Violets are blue, loyalty. Past love. You turn me on in unexpected ways and in unexpected times. Bottled up emotions. Unlovable. Ten of Swords. Page of Cups. Power. Knight of Wands. And Repelled. Hello, Nugget.
Hello.
Still doing work, honey.
No. When are you gonna be done?
Soon enough.
I'll see you then to be
Okay, well go on and do something else with your games. Or be
I don't know what to do.
play with clay. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, guys, is honestly in Karmicville, there's the want and the desire to revive the relationship. But it honestly feels like someone has stepped away because we have this, if I could stay, I would. You know, I want to be loyal to you. But someone here is definitely dealing with a past lover, all right? And they turn them on in unexpected ways. They didn't expect to be turned on by this past lover, but they are. So the karmic is just kind of holding it back and holding it in and feeling extremely unloved and unlovable. Really wanting to celebrate marriage and take this relationship to the next level, right? Evolve it. But feeling powerless. Ten of Swords. Feeling betrayed, defeated, lied to, deceived on so many levels. And every time the karmic sends out a Page of Cups, which is a love offer, it gets repelled. So I get turned down. I get turned down every time I try to put love into the situation. Why? Because the person the karmic is with is off, Knight of Wands, running off and giving it to somebody else. That is just the honest truth of what's happening here. It's frightening for the karmic to feel that it's inevitable that we're going to have this ending. And to be honest, the karmic is really excited about a new life that's not like this. Let's see. Let's take a look at what the karmic's been trying to do. All right, what has this karmic been trying to do, Spirit? What has the karmic been taking great strides and efforts in doing? Show me what the karmic has been focused on. Three Swords. Healing, getting over, healing and getting over cheating, lying, deception, deceit, and the third party situation. The karmic's really been trying to get through that with that Star card. Really focused on what happened with the betrayal. This karmic knew about it, but probably didn't say a lot when it was actually happening. I feel like the karmic kind of kept it inside, you know, with those bottled up emotions, and tried not to express how she or he felt at the time with the betrayal. But it creeps up. And there's been a distance. There are moments for the karmic, and perhaps it's days and weeks, that there's little to no communication because everything seems ruined. And they know the best thing to do is to just leave. That's the best thing to do. The best thing right now is to just get up your bags and go ahead and go and leave the situation, you know? But again, that karmic is just sad, hurt, crushed, and in a lot of pain and agony. And a lot of this is over failure. I tried really hard to make this work between us. Why did you make this so difficult on us? Why am I so unlovable? What did I do? What's wrong with me? Why am I not enough for you? Why did you go off with this ex and betray me, Ten of Swords, over and over again? There's just all this pain and suffering in the heart. Let's see what this person wants to say about why they even entertained a past lover in the first place. Why did they entertain this ex? The karmic knows the best thing to do is leave because their partner is entertaining an ex. They know that, you know, and it's just broken and hurt and suffering. That's cool. That's a great idea. I'm seeing my toxic patterns. I can't talk today. I'm seeing my toxic patterns. You know, this person's like, listen, I know what I did was toxic. It's a habitual pattern. I do it pretty often. It's something I've always done. I haven't conquered it. I haven't fixed it. You know, this is just what I do. I lie and I cheat. What does the karmic want to say to this person? Because they're trying to revive the connection, you know, but they know that how are they going to revive it when they're reviving a past life ex situation? How can you bring back a dead relationship when the one you're with is reviving another ex relationship? It's pointless, and the karmic is the only one trying. Well, at least maybe they did at one time. So the karmic says, I'm crying so much over this. Work, work, work. The karmic says this relationship is nothing but work. There's nothing easy about this relationship. All it does is break my heart, says the karmic. All it does is crush me. All it does is hurt. There's nothing worth it in this connection. What comes out for the karmic is unsure and lonely. You guys ever been in a relationship where you live with someone and you sleep with them and you do things with them weekly, daily, but you feel so alone in the world? Like they don't see you, they don't know you. You're just sad in that home, unknown, unseen, unfelt, untouched. And that's a lot about what this karmic is feeling. Maybe not physically abandoned, maybe not even financially abandoned, but this karmic is emotionally and spiritually abandoned by this partner. Spirit, what do you see this karmic doing because of all of this? They know the best thing to do is to leave, but are they going to leave? Are they going to leave? What do you see in this situation? Are they just going to continue to suffer for a lifetime? Are they going to get out of this? I feel like there's a lot of ideas. The karmic has a lot of new ideas. They've got some choices to make, you know. It's just thoughts right now about how to get out of this, when to get out of this, etc. Spirit says the karmic is definitely intimidated. Intimidated about leaving this relationship. This was unexpected. The karmic did not expect to have a breakup, did not expect to have a karmic situation pop up where there was infidelity, especially with an ex. Bottom of the deck is splendor. Just sit back and look at how far you've come. And that's the shock. It's like, we've been here how many years? We've been in this relationship how long? And after all this time, this is where we end up. How could you do this to me, is what I'm hearing. After all we've been through, how could you do this? I'm also hearing the karmic forgave this person once before. And wolves may be a very important symbol or sign for the karmic. Maybe they have a wolf tattoo, or they have a thing for wolves, something like that. That might be a spirit animal, you know, the lone wolf. So who knows? But I do get the channeling that this karmic has forgiven perhaps an air sign or a Sagittarius, not just once, but twice. 2 times before they have done this, and they've forgiven. They've moved on. They've revived the relationship. They stayed loyal. And this is the unexpected disappointment. I'm hearing 3 strikes, you're out. This is the 3rd strike. This is the 3rd time this karmic has had to bust or catch or deal with this kind of a forgiveness. What is the truth here? Spirit, please revive to me the truth about the karmic. Show me the truth about the karmic, please. We have Valencia, she who stands, resolute, implacable, and determined. Bottom of the deck is Primavera, which is a new beginning. We have Fresh Start, Primavera, and the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. 3 new beginning cards for the karmic. The karmic knows this is the time to shine. This is the time to leave the situation behind and go and be away from this. The Star is even about a revival. Ooh, and then we've got the Justice card. I think the air sign, if there is an air sign, it is a Libra. There's a Libra and a Sag in here. And there's something to do with an earth element. I feel strong Taurus or Virgo also in this. But to learn a little bit more about this karmic is this. They're stubborn. They stand their ground, meaning they don't want to give up or leave a situation if they feel they have something to lose. They're very determined people. And they're not the kind of person that just bows down gracefully. They're the kind of person that fights for what they think is rightfully theirs. It's very interesting. We're going to have to do a part 2 to this and see what's going on in the past lover situation with whoever they're with. Let's see. So this is about the karmic. The karmic embodies the spirit of resoluteness. Oh, Markers, hi. Her hair is tied back, revealing the determination in her face. Her bloodied sword rests on her hands. She is not holding it to defend herself. Instead, she clutches it to support herself after a hard-won fight. Part of her would like to run, but the stronger part insists that she holds her ground. The fierce tusked skull on her right shoulder reminds her that it is wiser to really just stay strong in your position. The message of this card in the place of the Karmic is that the Karmic is standing their ground, and the very thing they've been working so hard to get, they don't want to lose. They don't want to give up. They acknowledge where they've been and what they've been through. They feel like they could still fight for this. But there are some doubts. They do underestimate themselves to a point. They're trying to find out, how can I save this situation? Wow, how can I save it? So they know the best thing to do is leave, but they're definitely asking, how can I save it? Can I save it? Is this worth saving? How can I save this? Even though they know they should leave. Wow. Spirit really just wants the Karmic to go out and find a better life. Would you advise your friend or sister or daughter to stay in a relationship that has the exact element of betrayal, lies, and cheating? Not once, not twice, but 3 times, to where this person has a habitual toxic pattern of cheating, lying, deceiving, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords to the Karmic, making them feel lonely and unlovable and unwanted. I think it's safe to say they have a lack of self-worth with the card Void. The Karmic does not value themselves worthy to have a new beginning, a fresh start, and a renewal of their life with somebody that would treat them better. The truth is, the longer they hang on in this situation, just the more they're going to get hurt. 3 of Swords. They're crying so much over this because really they want to make this better. What can they do to make this better? They're trying to revive a dead relationship. This is very sad, and it's equivalent to someone not letting go of someone that perhaps has just died. And they keep doing CPR and CPR in this relationship, trying to bring it back to life, but it's not. No amount of CPR is going to save this relationship. CPR is not going to save this. What is going to save them is a new beginning and a fresh new start. There is somebody else out there for them. I believe there's an Aquarius out there for them, perhaps. Let's see who is waiting for them out in the great somewhere. Who is waiting for the Karmic once the Karmic decides to leave this situation? Who is waiting for the Karmic? Show me what's out there for the Karmic, please. What lies ahead in the future? If they are willing to stop being stubborn here. Somebody with a black car or black truck, dark black hair or black eyes also. Like just dark energy here. There's the Ace of Pentacles again, right here. Okay, could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. There is somebody out there. This person does have dark hair, dark eyes. That person's out there waiting for them. And another ace. Ace of Cups. Oh, and it could very well be a Capricorn. We got the Devil card here. Yes. So here's this ace, this true love, this new love. No wonder they've got the fresh start, and primavera, she who begins, launch, actualize with potential. This karmic deserves better and deserves more. So that's sitting out there. That's waiting. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups. Times are ready to change. The move is here. The new beginning is at their doorstep. All they have to do is make the decision to leave the sad existence they're in right now, the sad, drab, lonely relationship, and step over to the other side, to the realm of possibilities, choices, and imagination, and actually make the step and the move to get out of this. There is somebody great waiting on the other side for them. They just have to get over themselves and over everything they've been hanging on to. Honestly, this card, Splendor, look how far we've come. You know, they sit back and look at how many years they've put into this relationship. And it's hard to let that go. It's really hard. And to be honest, they're frozen in fear, hoping eventually things will work out. They're frozen and they're thawed at the same time. There's movement. There's movement under here. They can move. It's very Eight of Swords. It's like, I'm stuck, but I'm really not. I know that I just need the courage to actually do something about this. There's rewards waiting on the other side. If they're willing to put in the work, a job well done. I feel like the spring is the time for them. Spring. Unite, the best of both worlds. Spring. This is the moment of renewal for them. They have a chance and an opportunity to get out of this relationship if they're ready to go ahead and do it. An awesome, seriously waiting, a true love, a new fresh start, a happy life, a happy family, a happy relationship, the renewal of their life. You know what? They've just been terrified of losing this relationship, but you know what? They're not vulnerable. The person they're with is not revealing their true colors, and the karmic is not either. The karmic is constantly seeing signs connected to the truth about needing to get out of the situation. They see signs all over the place. What does Kali want to take out of love for the karmic? Kali's like, honey, don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to step into the new beginning. There's a new life out there waiting for you. I'm hearing the evolution of life is scary. I'm almost done, okay?
All right.
Bottom of the deck is Mahavidya.
Well,
Yeah.
I need to get ready in a bit because you're the only one who can drive me to the library.
I know.
And I'm going to be downstairs transferring all my stuff into a USB so I can take it to the library and then they can start printing everything out.
Okay.
And
Go on.
also, I am back on the police stuff. Well, learning police stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Brush your hair and your teeth. Make it
Alright.
nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back in a bit, and after you're done with that, I just wanted to get you a heads up and that we're gonna go soon in a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Love you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So we have Mahavidya, and her tongue has been cut off, or a tongue has been cut off. And then we have Moksha of Kali, Moksha, which is the enlightenment and the awakening. It's the truth being delivered. The Moksha is the freedom and the spiritual brilliance that she wants to give. And really, I think that's just freedom. Freedom and peace. but her passionate desire for you, yep, liberation. So Kali's passionate desire for the karmic is liberation, and that is unflagging. Relief will come very swiftly, and that's true with the Ten of Swords. Kali's like, I want relief to come quickly. You've been in a very painful situation for a very long time. You don't deserve to have long suffering. You deserve a quick release out of this relationship. She is speaking to the karmic from within. She is the voice in the karmic of reassurance. Soon the karmic is going to see things in a better light. The karmic is going to be liberated from the struggle that they've been in with this relationship, with lies and deception and infidelity. The karmic is going to be more true to themselves and their life path. They will attract a way forward as soon as obstacles start to disappear. Do not turn away is the advice from Kali to the karmic, because the karmic is destined to overcome Ten of Swords, all these difficulties, to bring them on their sacred path to fruition. And that is the Star card, the recovery after this Ten of Swords. So the Sanskrit term and meaning is moksha. It means freedom. I said that. Freedom and liberation in the sense of complete self-actualization. And that's what the karmic gets. Compassion for the pain that the karmic has been in is what Kali wants to bestow. Some compassion. And as the karmic enters into the realm of suffering, the divine understands that the purpose of suffering is to lead the karmic to more wisdom, more strength, and ultimately empowerment. There is an art to alleviating suffering without depriving the soul of its growth. Many mystics report dark nights of the soul, with struggle and negativity and suffering and pain of various kinds that last even years. They are not failing on their spiritual path. They are just at an advanced level. Nothing can make them turn away from the love and compassion they're going to receive from the divine for the work they've done, creating this Ten of Swords. Oh. And the other one with the tongue here is Kali is unrestrained, unlimited, and wild, okay? She's got unconditional love for everybody. The heart knows how to attract grace and manifest a creative solution where the mind sees only walls, barriers, problems, and difficulties. And as the karmic realizes that their inner self is going to reorient itself, reposition itself, and establish a new structure, all because previously they sat upon a lesser foundation that had to give way, which is very much a tower, then they're going to see this courageous embrace of growth. Embrace of growth. She is the call to the initiation of growth, an invitation to embrace the path, to rise and greet destiny. So what I'm really seeing is, this relationship was not meant to be. The karmic has been crying, sleepless nights, dark nights of the soul. The karmic has been feeling completely unlovable. The karmic has been feeling like no matter what they do, offering these Page of Cups to stimulate this relationship, to revive it in some way, it never works. The karmic knows that after the first time they've forgiven this man or woman, they would do it again, which they did. And they know now that once they've forgiven them last time again for what they did, Here they are doing it again. The karmic knows deep down this isn't going to stop. It's a constant toxic pattern. The karmic's got to leave the situation. The karmic's got to want to be enough. You're probably thinking, well, why doesn't this person just stop cheating on the karmic and leave the karmic? You're also probably asking, why does this other person feel like they have to reunite with some ex? Why don't they just admit it's over and stop torturing the karmic and just leave? Why does the karmic have to sit here and hold the bag and hold this together? Why didn't the universe just break this apart if there's divine lovers elsewhere? And I say to you very truly, guys, sometimes your divine path is met with all these dark nights of the soul. Your divine path to create compassion. You must go through this kind of difficulty. In fact, when you guys study, if you study Buddhism or any kind of form of enlightenment spiritually through the chakras, even Hinduism, especially Hinduism, well, you realize you have to go through Kali, which is pain, suffering, and loss. Lots of suffering. It's extreme, is what I mean, extreme, to get to Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Kali's sister. And she brings wealth and beauty, prosperity and abundance in all beautiful forms. Lakshmi is the goddess of fortunate things, good things. She kind of represents Venus and the moon. She's this beautiful feminine energy that just wants to bestow and give beauty and life and love and pleasures. But you cannot get to her. She is the gold at the end of the rainbow. You can't get to her unless you go through the storm and the rain. There is no rainbow without the storm, and that is Kali. And they are sisters because you can't have one without the other. So when you're asking, life is so unfair. Why do we have to go through this 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords? Why must we endure this? Why must this person ever hurt anyone at all? Can't they make better choices, have good morals, and just be a good person? Well, if you're going to live on a cloud like that, then you must have solved all the world's problems. And there would be no more sickness. There would be no more rapes or murders, robberies or beatings. You would solve the world's problems, and everyone would be an enlightened soul here to do good. And the world would be a better place, wouldn't it? We'd have a heaven on earth if everyone just was wonderfully perfect in their heart of hearts, where they all had compassion and decency. And they didn't have an ounce of selfishness, and they didn't have an ounce of fear, and they didn't have an ounce of toxicity or any kind of shadow. It would be wonderful if the sun always shone in springtime and there was no darkness, there was no night. It was only beautiful sun. Maybe light, misty, rainy days, but nothing stormy. That would be lovely. But this universe, this earth especially, is both light and dark, night and day, storm and sun, warmth and cold, death and life, and pain and compassion. Because like Kali said, with the perfect balance, you cannot have one without the other. And so when you're asking yourself these questions, why can't they just be good? Why can't they just do the right thing? Well, the answer is very simple. That's not the path of destiny. We're all meant to have rocky parts of our journey, really rocky parts. Sometimes you're meant to be the antagonist. Sometimes you are meant to be the bad guy. And you're meant to cause someone pain so you can apologize and receive forgiveness. So you can have compassion and understanding and know that what you did was wrong and how that feels. And then seek out to do better in the world to not hurt others. Now, why this person chose to go with their past lover, to me, what I'm channeling is a lack of self-control. I don't think this person is evil, wrongdoing, or abusive. I don't get the sense that they're abusive because this karmic would not want to revive love with someone that is abusive. This feels very emotionally abusive, but I don't think it's intentional. This other person that is seeing a past lover does not have self-control to say, no, we cannot talk. No, we shouldn't see each other. No, I shouldn't meet up with you. No, we shouldn't exchange pictures or phone numbers or text each other every day. No, we shouldn't. See, this person lacks self-control, and that's why we have the devil card popping up. So the person that the karmic loves just does not have self-control, mental control, emotional control, or sexual control. And it's not that they don't care about the karmic, or they wouldn't be in this relationship at all. There's an energy that the person the karmic is with is actually more so unsure about being with the karmic or being with the past lover. So the person the karmic is with has this sense of confusion. And, you know, we even got that 7 of Cups. So more or less it is, I haven't made up my mind. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm trying to buy time. And that's what this person is telling the karmic, in a sense, maybe not verbally. But this person is trying to buy time with the karmic because they're not really wanting to let the karmic go, but they're not really wanting to be there for the karmic either, which is selfish, which is why we have that devil card energy. Okay? There is an element of that. It doesn't mean that this person is completely no good. They could be great. They could be romantic. They could be a great cook. They could be great with the kids. They could get along great with the karmic's family. There could be so many good and positive elements to this relationship, which makes it really hard for the karmic to let go. And that's why the karmic is Valencia, determined, because they've sat into this connection for so long. And they're like, this is mine. I've worked hard for it. Splendor, look how far we've come. And it's like, I don't want to throw that away. You know, there's so much effort into this relationship. I don't want to throw it away. So we don't see a big complaint here like this person is terrible. They probably sweep out the garage, take care of the cars, cook good dinners, good to the kids or the pets. They're great watching movies with, you know, they're a great companion. The sad truth is, just because someone's a good companion or a good roommate, and maybe even an occasional good lover, doesn't make it worth it to stay in the relationship. And that's 44 minutes and 44 seconds when I looked up at the clock. which was the epiphany moment. Just because someone is good in some sense doesn't make it worth staying in if you're unhappy and you feel unloved. And what's going on with this karmic is a lot of confusion, because every time they offer their little page of cups, which is forgiveness or date night or some kind of let's talk this out, let's hold hands, let's go to the movies, they try to kind of, reconnect with this man or woman, then they get repelled emotionally. Emotionally and spiritually, they're getting repelled. And what keeps happening is, with that devil energy, again, this person that they're with can't help it. They keep going back, toxic patterns. We saw that there. Okay, they keep going back to the past lover. And then the karmic is felt lonely, left lonely, confused. 7 of Cups again. Why? Why am I being rejected? Why, when all I'm trying to offer is a fresh start for you and I, you keep crushing this and hurting me with the 3 swords? And where is that? Right here. It's like, why? I'm trying to make this better. I'm trying to fix this for you and I, but you keep going back to the past. You keep returning and repelling me and going to this past situation, and I just keep feeling unlovable. And instead of exploding, which is what the karmic really wants to do, is to just explode, let all her emotions out, or let all his emotions out, this karmic is very good at just keeping it all in. And so when a fight does happen, when a fight does break out, 10 of Swords, the hair starts flying. Curse words, throwing things, massive volcanic eruptions of arguments. It implodes from the inside, right? It just implodes because they can't take it anymore. They can't take this. And it's a cycle, this Wheel of Fortune. This is something they go through in toxic cycles and patterns. And it's like this evil, twisted, demented Groundhog Day for the karmic. And like I said, it's not terrible. You guys, like I said, I'm sure you're asking, why doesn't this person just pack their stuff and be nice and go? And it's like, because there's still something here. And that's what makes it difficult. When there's still something there, you believe there's still something worth fighting for, and that's Valencia. Okay, she's sitting here, and this represents the karmic, and the karmic's like, but there's still something worth fighting for. But the universe steps in and says, honey, there's not a lot worth fighting for. What is worth fighting for is you. What is worth the fight is a fresh start, a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, Primavera, okay, a new fresh start for you, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Star. That's worth fighting for. There's something else besides this, okay? So, the universe is trying to put pressure onto the karmic right now to leave, and they know the best thing for them to do right now is to leave. And Spirit says, be patient. This is working its way out, guys. We're coming to an end here. The karmic is just terrified. But this connection is coming to an end. Because you know what? Enough's enough, right? And there's somebody else out there, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, for the karmic. True love, real love, a new love. Anything is better than this, right? Anything's better than the 3 Cups. Let's get some final advice here for the karmic, Spirit. Final advice for the karmic as they step out. Okay. Be grateful for all that we have. It leads our hearts to overflow with abundance. Give thanks for the things that you have and watch your life change. So be grateful for all the experiences, the love you did have, and everything that went, you know, everything that was experienced that was good. Try not to hang on to the negative things. Then we have karmic resentment or anger is going to block your heart chakra. Forgive and let these feelings go. Maybe listen to 528 hertz, meditations, or mantras. And that's from this, you know, resentment, bottling up the anger. Let it go. Let it go. There's somebody else out there. Let's get one card at who else is out there for the karmic. What's waiting for the karmic on the other side of the Wheel of Fortune? So I've got this card. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So deep in the karmic's heart, they already know who's out there waiting for them. True love. True love. And now my clock is chiming. I think it could be a Capricorn. Could be an Aquarius also. Maybe even a Cancerian. So anyways, message to the karmic, let this go. I don't want to make it a negative message. I don't want to harp on what this man or woman is doing to you behind your back. The truth is, it's pretty harsh. And if you did know the truth, it would completely break your soul. It would crush you. If you knew how many times this person told the past lover they still love him, if you knew how many times they told the past ex-lover they're beautiful or they're attractive and they want them and they desire them, it'd break your heart. If you knew how many times you were there at the house offering romance or connection to this person and they said, I have to run to the store so they could go intimately connect with their ex, it would crush you. And I'm not here to destroy that. I'm not here to crush your soul. I'm here to tell you, yes, they're connecting with their ex. Yes, you have a connection with this person, but it's not worth staying over. And yes, there's somebody better out there waiting. And I wouldn't just say that if there wasn't. You have a chance at a second life. You don't have to be in this one. All you need to do is decide, 7 of Cups, take a risk, take a leap, have some faith, go off into this new beginning, go off and have a fresh new start. Even if you have to start from scratch, that's okay. That's all right. Start from scratch. Something beautiful is going to come from this. The spring is the time of renewal. You have this star. I feel springtime energy creeping up right around the corner. Now is the time to rebuild your life and live. Because right now you feel kind of dead, honestly. You feel dead, you feel numb, you feel miserable, you feel confused, and you definitely feel lonely. You feel unseen, and you feel stuck, even though you know you're not stuck. You're unsure of why this is happening to you. You know you don't deserve this, but you're getting it anyways, okay? You're not going to have all the answers. You can beat this dead horse and beat it and beat it and beat it to get answers. Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to deserve this? Are you going to stop? But you already know in your heart, remember, You already know in your heart they're going to keep doing it. You already know why they're doing it. That's why you're crying. Because the truth hurts a lot more than anger, resentment, or lies. You want to know what the truth is that makes you cry, that makes you feel unlovable? Is that you're not her, or you're not him, okay? You're never going to be this person. You can't live up to the ideal that they have placed on this ex. They have history with this ex. They have a past. Look how it grows, bloom after bloom after bloom. I'm just feeling like it's years. You know, they've got a whole history, perhaps a whole family. We saw that here. They've got a book of secrets, a mile long. They have chemistry. They miss each other. I mean, this is what hurts, because believe me, we've all been cheated on, and I'll tell you, we want to believe it's some disgusting, evil thing when someone does this, but the truth is they're connecting with somebody on a whole nother level, and they don't want to hurt us. That's the truth. They don't want to break us. They don't want to hurt us. They don't want to be the bad guy. So they want to hang on to us, and they also want to reconnect with the person they still have a connection with. And so the truth is, it hurts worse than the lies. The lies we tell ourselves is, oh, it's just a sick thing. It's, you know, it's toxic and it's not going to last. But the truth is, sometimes those past relationships do exactly the opposite. They last. The truth is, sometimes these exes never go away. They stay for a lifetime because they have some kind of karma. They have some kind of soul connection, and they don't just go away. If they were not meant to be together, they would have already disappeared and moved on and moved away to a different state or a different place, a different country. They would have changed their number and dropped off the face of the planet. But the truth is, they have a connection, you know, and we like to tell ourselves that's not the truth because we're angry, because we're hurt, especially we're hurt, and we're crying so much. You know, when my kid's father of my two oldest cheated on me, I wanted so much to believe that the woman he was cheating on me with, he didn't love her. I wanted so much to believe that it was just about money and it was just plainly about materialism. It had nothing to do with his heart because his heart belonged to me. And I know he loved me, but what I didn't want to admit is he loved her too. And our love came and went in a sense. It's still there. I still love him very much, but he was able to love someone else as well in a different way than me, you know? A whole different way than me. And I never wanted to admit that he loved her, but he did. He loved her because they had a lot in common. They grew up in the same area where I did not grow up. They had shared experiences that I would never have shared. They have the same culture, the same traditions, the same everything. They had so much in common, and I just didn't want to believe he could love that. She was so different than me. How could you love someone that's so different than me, but you love me? How does that work? And it comes to your mind, well, I'm his type, or I'm her type, so how could they love this person? Honey, that's the truth we don't want to hear. And I'm here to help you be okay with that. It's okay. It's okay to accept that truth, to not always be chosen, to not be the only one. That's okay. And we have to not, we're not doormats. We're not going to accept being cheated on. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to accept what happened and to accept what is happening. That is what's happening. And being in denial is only going to hurt so much worse. And make you go crazy, thinking 1,000 things, and then you're going to create resentment and anger, and it's just going to block you so much more from where you need to be. And you know, one of the hardest things is to have sympathy for your enemies, to have understanding for your enemies, to not all enemies. I'm not talking about pedophiles and murderers, okay? I'm talking about in your life, people that feel like your enemy. It's hard to have sympathy for them. But if you could, try to understand this person's perspective, that they're a past love. They have a history that got broken. And they've been crushed, and they've been sad, and they've been down their road. And then they've reunited with this person that you're with. And they're upset probably because you're in the picture. And this person's upset because they don't want to hurt you, and they don't want to hurt their past lover. So they're in the middle, and they're trying to please everyone, and that's impossible. Meanwhile, the past lover's getting hurt, you're getting hurt, the person in the middle's destroying themselves with guilt and devil energy, and it's a toxic cycle, and it's just terrible. It's terrible for everybody. But the intention in everyone's hearts, if we could just take a step away from the goals here of achieving one person, if we could step away from who's winning and who's losing, and if we could step away from our desires, can we just say with an honest heart, what everyone wants here, included the middle person, is love? Can we just come together in union as a trio and just say, I want love, you want love, and you want love? We all have the intention to find the ultimate love in life. We all have the intention to be seen, to be heard, to be wanted, to be fulfilled. It is a selfish desire, but we all want that, and we're all here trying to get that. Is it also safe to say that the trio here is just trying to make the person they love happy? The karmic's trying to make the man or woman they love happy. The person in the middle's trying to make the karmic happy, but also the past love happy. And the past lover's trying to make the person they love happy. Everyone's just trying to make each other happy, and it's a big mess. Our hearts are such a mess. And it's brainless. We're not making the right decisions because love is very blind and it's confusing. And I just want to say, I know it's hard to see other perspectives from our enemies, but let's just take a moment out and not be angry. You know, let's just get the resentment out of the way and connect to the 528 hertz and just say, all of us want love. That's okay. And I'm hurt. That happens. This happens. I'm not unlovable. I am a lovable person. I'm just not cut out for this relationship anymore. And you don't have to worry about not hurting me because I'm already hurt. I'm already hurt. I'm already crying. I'm already broken. And the best, most loving thing you could do is to let this go. And that's a message to the middleman or the middle woman. Just the best and most loving thing you can do at this point is not continue to hurt the person that you don't want to hurt. The best thing to do right now is to acknowledge they're already hurt, and let's heal. Let's not deny that the cut has already been bleeding. We have a bleeding heart. The damage is done. The storm already exists. The trio is already here. We're already distant. There's already mistrust. There's already a bunch of uncertainty and the inner knowing that this isn't going to work out. Thank you. We're going to go to the library in a little bit. Do you want to go?
No thanks.
Okay. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys feel okay with that karmic message. But that's what's happening. The karmic is going to be getting a new beginning. I love it. They are going to go into a happier place, a place of faith, a place of commitment with themselves and spirit and somebody new. They're going to have reasons to celebrate. Once again, this isn't the end of the world. You know, things hurt and we have to heal. I don't know. I know that it's going to get better. I know that a wound is not meant to sit there and just stare at you forever and be in complete suffering always. I know that it gets better. You guys know it's going to get better. Remember, the person that's not trying to hurt everyone here, if they could stay and be the right person, they would. I think the biggest problem for the person in the middle is a lack of self-control. And I also feel like it's a lack of courage. Because it takes a lot of courage to let people down. So I do believe that the person that's afraid to hurt anyone here is a major people pleaser. And they weren't allowed to feel their feelings as a child. Their feelings were not validated. I feel like the person who's in the middle was going through a lot as a child and was not met. His or her emotional needs were not met. And it was more important to be there for other people. And every time they started to cry or feel upset, a mom or dad or sister or brother was like, but look at this person, they're crying more. Oh, you're crying? Well, at least you don't have this other person's life. Look at their life. So their feelings were never validated. It was never like, you have a right to cry. You have a right to be sad. You have a right to be in this space. Your feelings are valid and they matter. They didn't get that. They were always told to focus on everybody else and to not upset everybody with their problems. And so they didn't deal with their emotions. And here they are as a grown adult, not dealing with their desires, their wants, their needs. They're just trying to please the two ladies or two men in their life that they feel they don't want to disappoint or hurt. And to really go inside themselves and ask, what do you want? Is like, what do I want? Wow. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. What do you need? I don't know. I've never asked myself that. You know, there's this funny psychological thing with people that cheat. They are going after a drug that makes them numb, that makes them feel better. And it is a substitute from when they were younger, which was alcohol, weed, partying, and meaningless sex. Those were the forms they took to mask their pain as a teenager and as a young adult. where their needs were not met. They learned to go after groups of people, parties, things like that, to not deal with their inner. So they were constantly putting themselves around many people or just others with more problems so they wouldn't focus on their own. This is a psychological twist. You'll notice people that have a lot of emotional issues tend to have friends that are very needy, friends that always ask for their help moving something or dealing with poor relationships. Meanwhile, they're the one with the poor relationship. They're the one that needs to move. And if they ever move, they're doing it by themselves because that friend never shows up for them.
When you're done, can you make me one of these?
Sure.
Thank you.
And you'll notice that. You'll just start to see it like a pattern. You'll even notice sometimes their friends are medically sick. Like they have a disease, a terminal illness, or they're going through some kind of a major situation, which they in turn get to help that friend with. So like say they have a terrible relationship and financial problems, they'll go visit a friend that's getting dialysis and go spend the day with that friend that's got it worse, because it reminds them life's not so bad and they don't have to deal with their sadness. They constantly cover up their feelings by saying it's not that bad. My suffering's not that bad. They'll go to a dog shelter or a homeless shelter and they'll be like, I'm here to volunteer. Why? To remind themselves it's not that bad. Yeah, my life's really not that bad. It's just not. And they're going to tell themselves that over and over. They're going to say, my problems aren't that serious. My problems aren't that bad. I'm fortunate and I'm lucky and I should count my blessings. And, you know, I'm not going to look at these toxic traits in my relationship. I'm not going to look at our arguments. I'm not going to look at the drinking or the drugs or the sex or the lies and the deceit and deception. Like, I'm not going to look at that. But what do? They tend to accidentally cause pain to other people because they're masking. So they cheat, they lie, they do these things because it's like the drug, it's like the weed, it's like the alcohol, it's like the friends. They go and they fill up their desires to numb the pain that they're in because they're not dealing with it. So trust me, a lot of times we want to point the finger at the bad guy in the middle and be like, it's your fault. You're making bad decisions and you're hurting everybody. But really, it's the hurt people that hurt others, and it's the wounded people that need healing that accidentally bleed on to other people. And that's what's kind of happened with this middleman or middle woman. They're not all bad, but their wounds are weeping and bleeding onto other people. And the karmic is having issues too, because, you know, the karmic is just here bottling up emotions, feeling unlovable and feeling unworthy. And that's not a good feeling. That's a terrible way to be. And how else are they going to express themselves besides, I'm going to fight for this. It's worth it. And the karmics psychologically that are fighting for someone that's not fighting for them is usually just someone that accepts scraps. And so they'll mimic their childhood as well, where you'll see that the karmic's parents just put up with each other. And you'll see the karmic's mom and dad, or mom or dad, you know, if they're single, whatever, but they put up with a significant other, even if they weren't in love with them. Say they come from a culture where it's like, you don't need to be in love to be married for 100 years. Like, just be responsible. They'll mimic that. And they'll even try to follow in the role, maybe grandparents, like, we slept in separate rooms in separate houses for the last 20 years, but we stayed married. And they suck in this unhealthy, toxic idea of marriage and what that looks like. And they'll hear words from their parents and grandparents like, you know what? Your father cheated on me, or your grandpa or your grandma, whatever, cheated on me. And you know what? I forgave them. And look at us today. We're here living in separate rooms, celebrating our 50th because I forgave. And so the karmic has some twisted idea also of what endurance looks like and what fighting for a relationship looks like, even if they're not getting loved, respected, and their needs met. So the karmic and the person are basically not meeting each other's needs. So you can tell why the karmic is sitting here fighting. And then we're going to talk about, this past lover. Why are they even in the mix? What's their psychological hang up? Abandonment. That past life lover wants to rekindle a relationship that they once had because it didn't work out in the past and they felt abandoned, and now this person is back. So they want to fill the void of abandonment. That person chooses them now, loves them now. And even if that person hasn't left the karmic, they haven't broken up with the karmic, moved out with the karmic, even if they haven't left that situation, the third party is just still here like, but they chose to be with me today. They chose to call me today. They chose to text me today. They chose me to be intimate with today. I'm their last thought at night. I'm their first thought in the morning. They chose me. So in some weird sense for them, even if they don't get the physical act of living with that person or being married with that person, they still feel chosen and loved because that person is choosing to pursue them. So their needs are being met in a sense, a sick way of filling their abandonment wounds. So as you can see, guys, we're all here in some sense of the story. And we all have these inner wounds that need to be healed. And we're all here on this journey. And I gave you that information for those questions that you like to ask. Why doesn't he or she just leave? Why is this past life person tolerating this? Why is the karmic here fighting for this? Well, I've answered all your questions. Psychological issues. So I hope I shared that to get some sense of compassion. And this is where we cannot have resentment. And this is where we have to be grateful for all that we have had in this relationship and all that we've shared. And to remember that not everybody that we think is our enemy is out to get us. And to be honest, sometimes our enemies are our best teacher. They're our favorite teacher. Our soul is like, we needed that karmic, or we needed that masculine or that feminine. We needed that. And I'm so grateful for that teacher to show me this. So be grateful and get rid of the resentment. Find the love. 528 hertz. Forgive everyone and let all these feelings of resentment and anger go, because all it does is block your heart chakra. And all that spirit wants to bring into your life, karmic, is the freaking Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. All that spirit wants to give you is a new beginning and a second chance at life and happiness. And that your wound from your childhood and what you saw from your parents and what you're trying to relive. That you would not repeat a generational curse. And that you would not repeat your parents' marriage, and that you don't have to repeat what your culture says to repeat. And that you don't have to stay because friends and family think you should stay. That you can go, and you can go have a better life. You don't have to be in it. And that's really what the karmic is learning. I don't have to be in this. They know they should go. They know it's better for them to go. They're just fighting with the urge and the cycle to keep fighting in something that is dwindling away. All right. So karmic, that is your message. I hope you don't sit here too long in all of this. I hope that you are ready to go ahead and get those aces, see what happens. Reviving something that doesn't need to be revived is not going to be helpful. They're not loyal. And it doesn't matter how much CPR you put into this relationship, it's not going to come back to life. Whatever you're dealing with right now with your person is what's going to happen, is what's going to be. As sad as that may be, there you go. There you have it. And there's no use crying over spilled milk. Okay? Go out there and live life. It's a new beginning moment for you, and I hope you really take it on. Be brave. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and close this message, guys, for the karmic. Thank you so much for watching me. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination, so you just keep swimming. I will be doing additional readings today for the masculine and the feminine. This one is for the karmic, and we'll see what happens, you know. Remember that Kali is going to liberate and give freedom to the karmic. So I think right now it is inevitable that there will be a severing of this. And I really believe that it's kind of up to the karmic right now to make those choices. But the karmic is supported by Kali and the universe to get away from this. Okay? Because that helps everyone, but especially themselves. It helps themselves. And right now the karmic doesn't need to worry about helping the masculine or the feminine out. The karmic needs to worry about helping themselves at this time. So please go help yourself, karmic. Get yourself out of this mess. Remember, don't harbor on the resentment. There is love between them. There is feelings. There's past stuff going on. It's not just evil and twisted as much as you'd like to believe that. If you want to hear this full message, if you caught me at the end, please rewind it. It's only 82 minutes. It's not terribly long. And I have more karmic videos and playlists. If you want to watch those, that you can if you feel like. And that's it. I even have some healing videos. I have Let's Talk, Counseling with Steph. I have videos about childhood and marriages and other situations over there that you can watch. And if you want to see my most recent work, when you click on my channel here, don't just look at what's below right when you get to my channel, because those are just uploads, and you'll see things like 3 months and 6 months, like videos that were uploaded that are old. That's because I do most of my videos live. Probably 99% of my videos are live. So just go to the top and select live, and then you're going to see all my recent videos. And then just watch those, okay? That's pretty much it for this reading. So remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination, and you just keep swimming. I will go ahead and accept questions if anybody has a lightning round question. We have 15 minutes on the clock right now. You're welcome to ask a question about your relationship or a third-party situation that you're involved in, or if you want to know what's in store for your future, or if you want to know about how your person feels about you, go ahead. And it's through Cash App or my website, which is through donations. And you just go to my services and you have a drop menu and it says donations. Top left corner, drop menu, services, you'll see donations. And yeah, it's $15 a question. You get one card plus the bottom of the deck. You can get an oracle, you can get tarot. I suggest if you want to know how somebody feels about you or what they're thinking about you, you order at least 2, because then I can get a tarot card for that energy that they're holding, plus a direct message from them. So if you want that, please let me know. And if not, I will be answering questions later in my other 2 videos later today. So if you missed this video, that's okay. Catch me again. Hit the bell icon twice where it says notifications all. And make sure your notifications are on in your phone for your YouTube app. And you will be notified, probably quietly, but you'll get a little drop-down notification that I'm live. And you'll be able to do that. But let's see, what is the time right now? I'm not quite sure, but I want to say it's around 2:30. So maybe 3. I will be back to do the other 2 videos later today, this evening, most likely. So if you want to tune back into my channel around that time, Mountain Standard Time, I'll be doing some more videos then. And yeah, I can't talk. I'll answer some questions there. Yep, you'll just keep swimming. No other options. Markers, my dream came true. I bought a car hauler. Oh, that is cool. Congratulations, Markers. I'm assuming that carries a lot of cars. Mysterious, we loved with a love that was more than love. Oh, I love that saying, Mysterious World. Transformation Queen, I'm surprised I'm the Karmic in this on your so point with everything. I wish I could. Oh, I love you, girl. Oh, I love you too, Transformation Queen. Peaches, you are welcome. TQ, all the things I was feeling, but every time I bring it up to Virgo, he hangs on tighter. I might have to secretly move so we both can be with the right partner. Oh, TQ. Yeah, sometimes we have to push that person. It's true. Sometimes if that person will not make the decision for themselves to love themselves and love you and do what they need to do, we got to make it for them, right? Sometimes we do, because if we don't, perhaps they're never going to get the courage to go ahead and make that decision. Oh, just one, but it's mine. Oh, that is cool. One of them anyway. Oh, that is really nice. Well, I'm glad you fulfilled a dream of getting a car hauler. Brandy, it's good to see you, honey. Hi, I love to see you with your little badge. Thank you so much. XO Nine-Tailed Fox, am I doing free readings? No, I'm not doing free readings right now, but I might later. Big auction yesterday, very stressful. I'll tell you what, I'll do a couple free readings for the people in the comments only, starting now. Whoever's not in the comments right now, you don't get one. Haha. Okay, I'm just going to do it quick. Free card for the people in the comments. I'm just going to scroll up. I'm not going to see comments coming through now. I'm going to look at the comments above. Brandy, you got autumn. Something is going to change for you in autumn this year. Roses are red, true love, okay? So expect to meet a true love, Brandy, in autumn. Jeannie Rodriguez, Heartstorm girl, you've been heartbroken. You've been in the cold. There's a divine reason and a divine purpose you've been put through this. This may be your dark night of the soul period of time, but you're going to come out of it. This is just a time for you to regroup and heal and just go into yourself and isolate. This is a time to work from the inside out. You're having a glow up and you're going to be renewed. But this is a time of rest and healing for you, girl. So make sure you take the time out to rest and heal. Okay? This is a time to just work on yourself, work out, eat well, sleep well, take good care of yourself, and choose yourself first. And that's going to change your life. All right, markers. Heartstorm for you, round and round. You just keep repeating these cycles and these patterns with this person. It's going to be up to you on what you're going to do with this. But you know, whoever you're dealing with keeps playing the same games. You're either going to get off the carousel or you're going to stay on it. But you know, the longer you stay on it, the more heartbroken you may become. That's to do with love, of course, not every situation. Peaches. Love line revived, possessiveness and mine. I think you and your person are about to reach a level of renewal. I think you guys are going to be going through a springtime upgrade. I think you guys are going to get closer and more intimate during this springtime, and you guys are going to get closer than you've been in a very, very long time. He's also going to start being way more possessive over you, Peaches. So I think you're having a glow up, and that's going to really increase his attention levels. So as soon as you turn up the heat on how much you love yourself, ooh, you're going to see the heat turn up with this guy. EXO, let's do yours. The nine-tailed fox. Caged heart. Invitation of love. Well, it looks like things are going to turn around for you. Someone's going to want you to be theirs. They're very possessive of you here as well. This person wants to move forward with you and make you theirs. Scorpio vibes pretty heavy here. This person has a golden heart. They're rough on the exterior, but on the inside, they're very warm and sweet. I think you're about to start a new relationship with someone who's been a little bit reserved and maybe even damaged in a sense, but they're working on healing and they're very into you. And so I think they're going to be pursuing you. And let's see, Kaz. Delight and desire is a risk, girl. You're going to have to choose to be happy even in the storm. It's a gamble to pretend, but it's worth it. I see 666 on the dice. That's going to be a lucky number. You might be seeing it a lot, or you will be soon. But luck is on your side, and you just have to put yourself out there again. Put yourself out there, believe in love, attract it, call it in, get connected with the universe, and start manifesting your dreams. It may feel foolish, but you know it's not. And so get out there and keep dreaming. That's what I'm hearing. And we'll do Mysterious World. Casual dating and erotic activation. Somebody's going to want a little bit more from you than you bargained for. This person's not going to give you a whole lot in return, but wants you to give up that body. So that's going to be up to you. Whenever this person pops up, whatever's going on with this casual, no strings attached, they want all of you. And again, it's up to you. This is a cup situation. They're offering something, but it's not the whole enchilada. So it could be more. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. But, you know, they're really just putting it out there on the table that if you want intimacy with them, they're willing to go that far. It could grow from there. There could be love potential. That's what I feel. All right, so there's love potential for you guys. And did I do you yet, Transformation Queen? I did, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. I didn't want to miss you if I did. Did I get markers? Did I do? No? Okay. I can't believe I didn't do you, Transformation Queen. Okay. I hope it's not that Capricorn super glue guy. All right, let's get one for Transformation Queen. Ooh, secret lover girl? Ugh, casual dating? Well, you know, you're very popular with people. I'll tell you, TQ, because You be dating. You be dating. You be getting dates more than people I know. You certainly date more than I've ever known. We have this secret lover, though. You're definitely dating someone that hasn't really expressed to the world they're dating you, and perhaps that stresses you out. They're not really putting you out there on Main Street, if you will. Right now it's hush hush, and you may also be the one dating someone that you didn't put out there on Main Street that you're dating. You know, Spirit says keep your mouth shut and observe. Don't rush into anything. This is a time for you just to watch who you're dating and take it a little bit more slow. Okay? So just take it a little bit slower and watch and see what they have to offer on the table. You don't want to rush in just to give your heart away all the time because you love love. This is the time to ask questions and see actions and see what someone has to offer. I definitely feel you could be dealing with a Virgo and maybe even a Pisces. I don't know. That must be connected in some way. All right. Well, that's what I have for you guys. I love you. And thank you so much for watching me. I'll see you later. Don't forget, tune in. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine coming on later. Today, we've just done the Karmic as of today. So hit that bell icon and watch out for me later this evening, Mountain Standard Time. I love you guys. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Good night, guys. Bye, Peaches. Love you guys. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome, Mysterious. You're welcome, TQ. Bye, Brandy. I'll see you later. Good night, Kaz Kaz.